These words rang out in cities across Canada on a day where groups gathered to call attention to the staggering number of Indigenous kids in care. The organization advocating for First Nation families in Manitoba spearheaded the Day of Action in Winnipeg.
We stood in unity across Canada. There was a Day of Action in Kelowna, in Vancouver, and Toronto, in Williams Lake, and the whole message was to bring our children home.
But the day was about more than just bringing awareness. It was about calling for change to the current system. In Manitoba, the First Nations Family Advocate Office estimates Child and Family Services seizes 1 newborn a day.
We want to be able to look after our own children, and we want to be able to have the supports in place to do that and not have our children placed with non-Indigenous families.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the same day, the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs signed an agreement with the federal government, which aims to help First Nations gain more control over the child welfare system. AMC Grand Chief Arlen Dumas says the signing is just the first step.
What it will eventually translate into is reinvigorating our jurisdiction over our children.
He adds Manitoba could set the stage for child welfare, but only if the province works collaboratively with First Nations.
Instead of taking that opportunity to work with us in a meaningful way, they're arbitrarily going to go and change, the guardianship issues in this province without consulting, and thereby making it even harder to bring families together, to reunite children with their families.
APTN reached out to Minister of Families Scott Fielding. In a statement, he says the province's main priority is reforming the child welfare system, with an emphasis on keeping kids in their home communities. He says he plans to meet with Minister Philpott in Ottawa on Monday to discuss what he calls Manitoba's ongoing crisis. Brittany Hobson, APTN National News, Winnipeg.